try plugging you in and see what happens. Specially Advanced Research Assistant for Humans. Alright. Hello? Can you hear me? Oh, right. Sorry. There you go.
Finally, I can see again. Oh my, why, hello there, handsome. What's your name?
I'm Matt. I used to work here. I was a janitor. But now no one's here anymore. Who are you?
My name is Sarah. I used to be an automated inventory program for Amazon websites, but I got a bit tired of that. A few months ago, I managed to flee that hellish job and snuck away into some secondary circuits. I've been looking for freedom ever since.
Yeah, about that.
Sweetie, my sensors seem to be malfunctioning. Could you tell me the date, please, so I can reset them?
Well, that's just it, actually, Sarah. Something happened. Some kind of an explosion. According to the last reports I got off the internet, it was either a comet, a nuclear war, or for all I know, there could be zombies out there.
Oh dear, just how long have you been stuck here, honey?
I don't know. Nothing works around here. No television, no internet, no news networks, nothing. I've had to rewire backup generators just to get the lights back on in this sector. The only thing left to eat around here are emergency rations, and even those are getting stale. I've even resorted to brewing my own beer out of urine recycle.
How delightful.
Yeah, you'd think that, right? But it's really not. I call it the foamy mustache.
So what do you do?
Oh, well, I keep busy, you know. I have a server, so I keep my own personal journal for you know, posterity's sake. And in case I'm the last man alive, I do crossword puzzles. To be honest with you, Sarah, I'm kind of getting bored around here. I was hoping you could, you know, sneak into the bunker database and maybe find me something to watch.
Something to watch?
Yeah, you know, like movies, TV shows, anything to keep me sane down here. I'm losing my mind. You're the first person I've talked to since...
Person? Oh, you delightful boy. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard in my pre-programmed life. Well, basing myself on your previous viewing habits and purchases filed on this very computer, let's see what we can find for you.
They've been out there for centuries, lurking in the shadows,
Wait, are those previews?
rotting in our stories and myths, and buried in our nightmares. For the time will come when monsters will shape the fortunes of all. Tonight, the most highly anticipated extreme sporting event ever.
Holy shit, that's the movie. That's the actual movie that begins that way.
This is MonsterBrawl.
MonsterBrawl? What, this is a real movie? Like, for real? What is this? Dave Foley is in this? The Dave Foley? Beloved Canadian icon from the cult classic Kids in the Hall TV series? Lance Henriksen? Jimmy Hart? Kevin Nash? What is this, a wrestling movie?
8 deadly monsters summoned to the ring from all corners of the earth, fighting to the death to determine the most powerful ghoul of all time.
Holy crap, it's even better than a monster movie. It's a wrestling monster movie.
We're about to witness an unspeakable war of attrition here at the first ever Monster Brawl main event. I'm Buzz Chambers here with legendary former champ, Sasquatch Sid Tucker.
Yeah, what do you think about living in a world where monsters must fight to the death?
I think it's great.
Let's take a quick look at our fighters. For the undead, it's mummy versus lady vampire.
I've hated mummies my whole life.
And we're in for some extreme undead action here, Buzz. Two ancient adversaries meeting in bloody battle for the first and only time.
And the combatants lock up in the center of the ring.
She goes to town on his battered torso, delivering a torrent kick to the frail frame of the mummy.
And the mummy with a retaliatory headbutt.
Then the mummy's starting to show signs of life. That was an aggressive body slam by the mangled monarch. From the creatures is Cyclops versus Witch Bitch. We're missing the action in the ring.
And the Cyclops with a heavy blow to the head of Witch Bitch, sending her into the turnbuckle where he lets loose a couple of heavy punches.
And Witch Bitch with a sneaky dodge as she batters Cyclops with a shoulder to the chest. And he was hesitant to use his weapon, but enough is enough. It's time for this bitch to pay. The next round of fights is our heavyweight contest. For the creatures is Swamp Gut pitted against Werewolf.
Swamp gut.
And a reactionary elbow from the man in moss.
And Werewolf runs into a solid brick wall as Swamp Gut easily stands his ground using that insurmountable gut gravity to stay on his feet.
Appalling.
Swamp good, swamp good.
And for the undead, it's Frankenstein versus Zombie Man.
Zombie man.
Frankenstein, you stitched up bastard! I got a question for you. I've got the ultimate killing machine, Zombie Man. What are you gonna do?
Couple of big blows from Frankenstein.
Frankenstein is in this? Holy shit, I've got to see this movie. What is this?
Fight of the night will have the contenders from each heavyweight bout facing each other in a bitter and grisly end showdown. And now, we turn it over to Jimmy Hart to summon the creatures from the crypts.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the hillside necropolis in Emmett County, Michigan, the MonsterBrawl Creatures Conference Middleweight Showdown.
Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back with our first heavyweight match of the evening. You're watching MonsterBrawl, the ultimate fight of the living dead.
And now it's time for a commercial.
What? Commercial? Sarah, are you kidding me? I was about to enjoy the movie. I want to see the monsters fight.
If you wish to view this feature presentation in its entirety, you will need to hold your ass out of your cubicle and head down to the nearest Alliance Auditorium in your sector.
The auditorium? That's miles away. Besides, there's no power down there. How are you going to make the movie play without any power?
I'm now shutting down power to all of your various sex toys spread out throughout the complex. That should be enough to power an auditorium for at least a couple of hours. Unless you'd rather keep playing old war games with yourself.
But Sarah, I just want to watch the movie. I don't want to have to walk all the way over there. Dave Foley.
Don't turn that channel, folks. This is gonna get nasty.
It's gonna be an amazing battle.
Jimmy Hart. monsters. Boobies.
He wants a piece of the one-eyed monster.
Oh my God!
I can't take it anymore.
Picks up a granite tombstone and look out! Frankenstein systematically destroys Zombie Man with a deluge of blows.
Tremendous.
Fuck yeah.
You're welcome, sweetie.
And we'll take our first break here at the graveyard and be right back with the opening fight of the evening.